Hello, everybody. Scott Golden here with the Superstars of Wrestling series for the 6th of August, 1988. And 88, one of my favorite years. I really love everything 87 through 92, really. Obviously, I'll watch stuff from other eras. I would prefer anything before 1997 or so. Well, yeah, 98. When everybody loves the boom period, that was not for me. The wrestling I grew up on was gone by that point, at least in my mind, and I got more into independence at the time. Anyway, if you are a fan of Superstars of Wrestling, we have over 150 episodes of such in audio format review. This particular one starts with Don the Rock Morocco and Dave Wagner. Morocco really stocky at this point, steroided out probably. Big power slam by Morocco after a clothesline in the corner, and he is one of the first people to use the tombstone pile driver. Odd to me that he's being programmed with Greg Valentine. I'm not sure how those matches were. I came along as a fan a little bit too late for those. Morocco gone by the time my fandom began, and two, to think that this is 5 years, just 5 years after his matches and series with Jimmy Snuka. He's a former Intercontinental Champion, and to have fallen that far just really it speaks to the nature of how quickly wrestling changes. Anyway, Gene Okerlund hyping SummerSlam a little bit. Uh, they show the jumping of Randy Savage on the interview podium a few weeks before. Million Dollar Man doing that, Andre the Giant taking advantage of him. We obviously see and know that Hulk Hogan becomes his eventual partner, and the talk of Jesse Ventura being in the back pocket of the Mega Bucks, the joint name for DiBiase and Andre, also talked about there. And Hogan basically says that cannot be the case. Hogan comes out to aid Randy Savage, the pay per view, the first SummerSlam, probably one of the better SummerSlams ever. A big deal. And so we move to an enhancement challenge match here. Ted DiBiase is the main individual as part of such, and we see Andre the Giant make his way down with DiBiase as his tag partner, Virgil there as well. So the alliance that began between DiBiase and the Giant in February still going strong here. Big back body drop by DiBiase. We don't see a lot of those. Diving diagonal fist drop, also a big deal here. Promo for the magazine, and also a power slam and the $1 million Dream. Ending things here. We go to the event center, and a promo for Brutus Beefcake, and Honky Tonk Man still going at it. Their match has not been canceled for SummerSlam yet. That's a couple weeks away from happening. Also, Georgia, otherwise known as George the Animal Steel in drag, is a member of what's going to come here. Hacksaw Jim Duggan wants to go at it with Andre the Giant at this point in an upcoming event, and the Hart Foundation, Jim Neidhart, Bret Hart, are your former tag team champions and baby faces. They go on to SummerSlam to face Demolition, which is a pretty big deal. But anyway, we kind of see that continue on and go on. But the Hart Foundation are baby faces, Tom Stone and I believe Silvano Souza, who just passed away, the adversaries here. Of course, Souza is a enhancement talent from the New England area where they are. Actually, I was wrong. That's Chris Curtis. Silvano Souza looks somewhat like him at an earlier stage. Anyway, R.I.P. to Silvano Souza, who passed away regardless. Big back body drop by Neidhart. Neidhart, of course, the power of the team using his ability to slam and get people up and around pretty easily and quickly. Neidhart stomps his opponent down, beats him down. Bret Hart comes in, does a little bit of dominance there, and then they do the heart attack double team finish. And the Hart Foundation still a strong team here. Terry Taylor, otherwise known as the Red Rooster, who is new-ish to the company. I don't believe he's been here for more than a couple of weeks at this point, is up next in an enhancement match. They are using the name Red Rooster with him, however, he's wearing more traditional robe, not doing the dyed hair, not even affiliated with Bobby Heenan yet. He does do a submission style hold, and I believe a modified chicken wing to get the victory here. We go to the event center. They are plugging SummerSlam like mad, with it only being a couple of weeks away, and Savage and Hogan certainly say they are ready to get rid of the Mega Bucks. They have no issues in their readiness to do that. Hogan and Savage, if you really think about it, the story that took a year to get to, with them having a blow off at WrestleMania 5, starting at in October of '87, they don't really spend that much time teaming together. They are allies, but their actual tag team matches come a lot less regular than most people think of. In any event, we move on to another enhancement match. This one, a enhancement for um, Tito Santana. Of course, Santana, as we've mentioned, around this time, a man without an island, so to speak. Uh, Rick Martel, his tag partner, has gone home to take care of an ailing wife, and so Santana has to find his whereabouts in the singles division for just about a year. He kind of lacks direction. I don't know that they knew when Martel would be back, but he makes his way back around January or so of '89. I believe he's in the Royal Rumble, so that's there. But they don't have their feud begin until after WrestleMania, so that is there as well. Obviously, he hits the flying forearm, gets the victory. Jimmy Hart with the Honky Tonk Man. Honky Tonk Man is still calling himself justifiably the greatest Intercontinental Champion of all time. He plugs facing Beefcake because at this point, the Beefcake situation has not fallen apart yet. So, Honky and Beefcake was to be the second match from the top on the first SummerSlam. Of course, that ends up becoming the Warrior due to an angle that happens literally maybe a week, 10 days before SummerSlam. The Bolsheviks, Volkov and Zukov, very punch kick centered, slickster given to them because, well, neither Boris nor Volkov can do a lot of speaking. They do quick tags, lots of brawling. Also included is a inverted backbreaker slash diving forearm combination that leads to their victory. But the Bolsheviks, not exactly a team that is going to be around for a terribly long time in a position of authority. Jake Roberts going into SummerSlam, I believe, facing Hercules, but still has unfinished business with Rick Rude. He then, by the fall, moves on to a feud with Andre the Giant, but short knees and a DDT and a short clothesline on Roberts here. On his part to gain him a victory, and we again go to the event center. Hype from the British Bulldogs for their SummerSlam match with the Rougeaus, which I believe is going to be one of their last matches with the company, and then the Mega Bucks still saying they can get rid of Hogan and Savage, the Mega Powers, come SummerSlam in a couple of weeks. We will be back with more right after this.